So,
Yes,
so what happens if the planets are retrograde? Does it change the nakshatra results as well?
not much. Not much. You can use. Okay, I have given this in the Krittika and the Rohini. Krittika and Rohini are expecting planets where there is direct motion. If you have planets in the Krittika and the Rohini, then yes, there will be a little difficulty to, especially to generate money. Sometimes the person feels little stuck in life, right? Uh, because retrogression is going back. So the person may feel a little stuck in life for some time, and then once again he goes back to normal motion. So,
Okay.
especially in Kritika and Rohini, yes, I would say there is some influence of the retrogression. Otherwise, I will say not much. Hmm.
So, sir, I was looking at a chart. It's a Virgo Lagna chart, and
Which Lagna is it? Sorry,
Virgo
Virgo. Okay.
and Saturn is Mercury's dispositor and is sitting at 0 degree in Taurus in Kritika Pad 2.
No, we are not using dispositors here. We are just using the cusp of the house, and also in which house he's sitting and which houses he's lording. Disposition is used when you have the whole thing work up. So for a Virgo chart, Virgo Lagna, he happens to be the Saturn happens to be the fifth and the sixth lord. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Now fifth and the sixth lord sitting in which charana of this one?
Second,
Okay, fifth and the sixth lord sitting in the second charana, right? So in married,
about to be married.
about to be married. So it applies mostly for the children.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, it applies mostly for the children, and
And it's
Saturn is
retro.
retrograde.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now you see with the children's perspective, try and apply all these things. Okay, so the children could be foodies. Okay.
But sir, also Jupiter is also retrograde in Kritika Pad 4.
Okay, so this applies to the fourth and the seventh lord, right? And he's
Yes.
placed in the ninth house.
Yes, sir.
So the marriage is going to change a lot for this person.
Okay, sir.
The person is married or no?
Also he was engaged twice and it broke off. And then now it is getting finalized.
That's why. So separation, right? Because it's the
Yes, sir.
seventh lord and
Long
the ninth
term.
lord in the retrogression.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So separation can be seen from here, from both the things, and
Even his father got married
yeah,
twice.
that's what I'm saying. So ninth house also, I was just about to come to there only.
Yes.
Father also could be like that.
So what happened was, I think the earlier wife actually was involved in a suicide with the child itself, the child that the lady had, and then his father married again.
Okay.
So,
So the cusp must be falling in the third of where is the cusp of the Lagna?
13 degree.
Okay, 13 degree is it? Take. So it gets into the Rohini. Okay.
Yes.
So
The
how you
ninth
should
is
see is now you should look at the ninth house, and there you can look at for the father. Fourth house, fourth charana is there, right? So you can look for the father's things here. Okay.
Okay, sir.
And also it happens to be Jupiter happens to be the seventh house lord, so you can look at the traits here also. He also happens to be the fourth lord, you can look at from here also. But the only thing here is Kritika and Rohini do not support retrograde planets. So there will be he'll be stuck in something, he'll overdo it or do it once again and all that.
Yes, sir. Okay.
However, also what is important is if there is the breakage of the engagement, you will definitely see connections of the third lord being exalted, third lord debilitated, all that in the Navamsha also. Third has connections of debilitation, Saturn connection in the Navamsha. You will have that.
Venus is exalted.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So third lord is exalted, third lord debilitated, connected to Saturn. This is when you will have uh, engagements breaking down in the Navamsha.
Okay, sir.
Besides, now you have seen that the seventh lord is retrograde in the Rohini in the fourth house. Right now, you can also use the dispositors thing. You have to see where the Venus is. So all that will show only one thing.
Okay, sir.
That is how you have to decipher result. And then also Dasha will show the same thing.
So what happens if Rahu or Ketu are in such nakshatras? Do we look at
I
only the
have I
nakshatra?
have I have given the explanation in the Krittika. Please read that.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, you have to go through that whole video. You cannot skip any part of it. Although some places it would be boring, but you have to adjust. कि सुनना पड़ेगा पूरा कुछ.
ठीक है.
Okay.
Sir, myself, Virgo ascendant.
You don't have to say your name. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Krittika third pada, Venus is located. So ninth house, that is. Father is not supported. It is a partially works only. Not exactly completely works, but partially it is.
I didn't get your point. You said Venus and Jupiter both are in Krittika third charana.
No, sir. Only Venus is located in Krittika third.
Okay. Jupiter is in?
Next.
Any other planet is in Krittika?
No, sir. No. Only Venus.
Okay. You have Venus and Krittika. Okay. In the third charana.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what have you got? Your father had a transferable job.
He's a teacher.
Okay. He was a teacher. Okay. Strict.
Not exactly. He's not partially. He's partially supported. Not exactly.
Okay.
Fully supported. Partially.
Okay. So your father's life has changed soon after the job has come?
Yes, sir. The job is very delayed. We have actually learned kind of. He's not worked for 10 years. So after that, the life was changed.
Okay. ठीक है. Okay.
Sir, in Krittika second pada, you said some cutting kind of works. How professional will be. So they may have any chance to work in like electrical roles, like electrical department.
See, it depends mostly on the D10. These are only heads up things. So you have to see if it is electrical thing. If it's an electronic thing, it will be Mercurian sign, Mars will be there. If it's an electrical thing, it will be a Martian thing, Mercury will be there.
I connected like it is a fire, right? Fire kind of connection.
No. What I'm saying is you have to open up the D10. You know what is D10, right?
Yes, sir. Dashamsha.
Yeah. In the Dashamsha, you will see that the 10th house has connections of in a Mercurian sign, you have Mars, it is a electronics. In a Martian sign, you have Mercury, it is a electrical, mostly 90%. Sometimes you may just have Mars alone if it's a pure electrical transmission kind of a job. Yeah.
Is it alternately we can say that bio like doctors related to Mars?
Sir, your question is not clear.
if the Mars is located, some engineering you told, alternately, can we say that
Sir,
biosciences?
Mars alone will indicate like 1,000 professions, not
Achha,
one.
so
1,000.
not. Oh,
Was it, were the results not coming, or you didn't have enough charts? Silence all. Silence is more dangerous. I'm afraid.
So,
Hmm.
I was looking at another chart. The person's Lagna is Cancer.
Mhm.
So moon goes in the 10,000 Krittika Pada 1.
Okay.
So post marriage, actually, what happened was during the marriage itself, while the ceremonies were still ongoing,
Hmm.
it was discovered that the fiance was involved in an affair, and still the marriage happened. But since then, that lady actually became less emotional towards marriage. It more became like a responsibility, a duty.
Hmm.
So that point did happen that you said that the emotions were not present, but the duty is still there. And
But how have you
marriage,
connected this to the 10th, to the 7th house?
or how I
So are you
connected it?
saying it's the natives chart? I mean,
Yes, yes, yes.
okay.
And also, since you have also mentioned quite a few times, Jupiter in Pushyami gives problems.
Hmm.
So Jupiter is in the first house in Pushyami.
There's an
So
affair. Hmm.
that's yes, so that's how I connected it. As well as since 10th house is also, I guess, father's family.
Yes.
Uh, so she is kind of a mediator there as well. She manages everyone, whatever fights or arguments happens, she is the one who is mediating, and everybody's
So you said
responsibility.
moon is in Kritika first charana, right?
Yes, sir.
So moon is the manas. So moon also will give you generic thing. It becomes a natural talent to be a mediator.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
However, if we take Moon's Karak, mother,
Doesn't work like that.
yeah,
Doesn't work like
that's
that.
what,
Don't
that's
go by
what
like
I'm,
that. See, you cannot take karakas like that.
okay, sir.
Yeah, it doesn't work like that.
And also, she does not have any job. Even she did start a business, but it did not work out.
See, that has to be seen from the D10. You cannot
Okay, sir.
comment from here.
Okay, sir.
It can only throw you a heads up which side it will go, but will the business be there or will she be working or not will depend on the D10. Look at the D10, there will be connections of 8, 11, 3 houses to the Lagna. Either the first lord is in third house, eighth house, 11th house, or any of these three lords are placed in the Lagna. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Hmm.
And if we have to see any mental problems, do we look at Moon?
Sorry, what problems you said?
Mental
Mental problems.
issues. Yes, sir.
Mental problems, you have to see the Lagna first because
So
Lagna is the mind.
Lagna has Jupiter in Pushyami and the cusp is in Ashlesha.
Hmm. Then
And then
the dispositor of the moon, that's what I mean to say. So
a
Mars.
dispositor of the moon is Mangal
Hmm.
and it goes in Scorpio along with
So
Mercury.
that is the first thing you have to look at.
Okay, sir.
It goes into Scorpio along with whom?
Mercury.
That is the problem. The first thing. Mars is not comfortable with Mercury. Unless the Lagna is bad, even if you have Moon Rahu, Moon Ketu, okay, all these, what is that called? Without looking at the Lagna, they do BNN thing, right? They don't work.
Yeah.
Okay, don't just go by Moon Ketu. Somebody said, okay, Moon Ketu, you have mental problems. I've seen so many people having Moon Ketu, stable Lagna is there, then they have no mental problem unless the Lagna Lord dispositor, Lagna Lord being in the very final degree. Now, if Moon is also in 29th degree and Mars is along with the Mercury, then there is a chance of something wrong with the Lagna itself. Okay, now you look at the 8th house.
Okay.
Okay, the 8th house will further, if the 8th house Lord is more stronger, now Lagna has gone weaker, and if the 8th house is more stronger, that's the dark force. Lagna is the bright force, and 8th house is the dark force. If the dark force is stronger, that is when you will have more issues.
So in D9, the Lagna rising is of Pisces. And Venus is exalted. And
okay, but how sure are you that it is Venus in the Lagna? You have to do your cross checks.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay. So
Rectification.
don't jump guns here. First check the D1 and then go into the D9.
Okay, sir.
Okay, and then look at Rashi Tulya Navamsha. Don't use the Navamsha Lagna immediately after opening the chart. You have to see what is the Rashi Tulya Lagna. Definitely the Rashi Tulya Lagna, the Lagna is afflicted.
Yes, Ketu is in Cancer.
That's it. That is the problem.
Okay, sir.
Okay, that's a confirmation now. Now you also see in the D1, you said the moon is in the first charana of the Krittika. It means the moon is in the fag end of that Aries.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so moon is bereft of strength. He is the Lagna Lord. Lagna has the Jupiter in the Pushmi. Okay, it's still okay because Lagna has got the Jupiter. A lot of people think, oh, Jupiter in exaltation, very good thing. No, that is not how you will look at things. Okay. Look at the Lagna Lord dispositor first, and then the Lagna Lord, and then finally come to the cusp in case you are looking at these things. And also see your eighth house and its dispositor. Eighth house Lord is Rahu, also Saturn. They will be very, very strong. Where is the Saturn in the D1?
Saturn in the D1 is in Leo.
Okay, where is Sun?
Sun is in the 4th house.
Sun is in the 4th house. Okay, where is Rahu?
Rahu is in the 3rd house.
So Rahu is very, very powerful now.
Yes.
Where is Mercury? He is afflicting the Lagna Lord, right?
Mercury, yes.
He is afflicting the Lagna Lord. So there can be issues around this.
So even if we have to look at any brain or mental issues, we also look at the 3rd house, right?
Correct.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah. But I'll definitely teach you from the Nakshatras also. You can look at a lot of things. Give it some time. It will come.
Okay, so also one thing, it's not related to this nakshatra. However, I have heard that Chitra nakshatra does give panic attacks and anxiety attacks.
I
So
just
is it
felt just
related?
now one thing. Your Lagna in the D9 is not Pisces, it is Aquarius. That becomes the 8th house thing from the D1. So it will be in the Aslesha 3rd Charana. So that
Okay.
makes it more reliable.
Okay, so.
Now you can ask your question.
So I was asking, it's not related to Kritika, but however, I have noticed that when Chitra is afflicted, that it generally causes panic attacks and anxiety attacks.
For your information, I have Chitra afflicted. I have Saturn in Hasta. Alongside it, I have Mars in Chitra. Do you think
Okay.
I'll be affected by panic, etc.?
Okay.
Okay, so do not come to conclusions based on planets in Nakshatras. If you're not using Lagna, you will be failing for sure. What is a sure shot failure thing is just use planet, not use Lagna.
So what happened was the chart I'm talking about that 4 planets were in Chitra, including the Lagan Lord and its dispositor, and Moon was also in Amavasya Yoga with Sun. So that's why.
No, the panic attack again will depend on the Lagna. The Lagna has to be weak for a person to be panicking, right?
Okay.
Who would panic? I'll give you a good example because you brought this up. So somebody told me, look, that man has 1 crore debt. The X man has 1 crore debt. Y man has 10 crore debt. Who will be more panicking?
The one with the more debt.
Okay. Anybody in the class? Everybody agrees to this lady, or I mean, I would assume if your mom not talking, it means you're agreeing to this woman.
No, the
No,
person
no,
who is poorer will have panic.
The one with the less debt will have more panic.
no, sir, no. It doesn't
Poor
works
one
like
will
that.
have more panic. The one who is rich, if is having a lot of debt, it doesn't matter.
Do you get that, Asmita?
Okay.
Okay, so panic will depend on overthinking, right?
Yes, sir.
Panic will depend on overthinking. So if reliance is there, the biggest debt, the person in India who has got the highest debt, probably him, I would think. Okay, or anybody for that matter. A big businessman will have more debt, right?
Hmm.
So you cannot compare those two things. So somebody who's got a big debt may be panicking. Somebody who's got low debt may be panicking, and somebody who's got a big debt may not be panicking at all. So it depends on the Lagna. So how strong is your Lagna? That will show will you go into a panic mode or not.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So how would you do that? Whether he's panicking or not? As look at this man, Venus, right? Any connections to Venus will make the person refraining from panicking. Whatever happens, Venus will not panic, right? Every small thing, Moon will panic, provided Moon is not in conjunction to Venus. Moon is not connected to Venus at all. Okay, but these are so generic, and if you start applying them, you will fail miserably once again. That's why I'm not teaching these things.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, because you have to look at the whole chart. Some other planet from somewhere else may be doing something else. Okay, and Jupiter can also cause huge panic.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, because Jupiter exalts in the emotional house, Jupiter can cause a huge panic. Okay. And panicking happens for people who are more having more emotions. For a practical person, he doesn't panic so much. Okay. If your EQ level is low, like the Krittika, doesn't panic too much.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. So the more the fire you have in you, panicking is less. The more is the water, the panicking is more. So there's 5-6 things that you have to put all of them together and then look at.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, do not base your conclusion based on one planet or one nakshatra or anything. Look at it from all the sides and try to see what is countering the other one. Okay, I've seen this one. Is there something that is countering this, or is there something adding more insult to the injury that is there with the Lagna? This is what you have to look at. Okay, I've given you a lot of heads up. You have to work your horses towards that. Okay. Good. More questions?
So
Sir,
you
how
mentioned in this chart that Lagna Lord in the final degrees. Was that because of the Gandanta thing?
The more it is towards the first degree or the 29th degree, I mean 0 to 1 and 29 to 30. These are very weak areas because they are dependent. They are trying to transit through the Rashis. If you're going from Aries to Aries is the poorest sign, and Taurus is the richest sign, right? So these two are completely different in arrangement. So halfway is here, halfway is there. So he's transitioning, and that's why he's weak. In that sense, only in that sense. Okay, only in that sense. He can still be a very rich fellow. Okay. Don't try to put everything into one basket and say this is weak. No.
No, you
now
also mentioned.
listen, GK, one second, listen. The lady asked a question. What is that? It was for mental issues. Okay, for the mental strength, I'm talking about that. Now, even if the moon is there or the Lagna is there at the very fag end, then also the person can be very strong, provided the Lagna Lord is absolutely great and its dispositor is also very great. Both in D1 and D9, especially the Rashi Tulya Nabamsha should be very good. Now tell me.
And you also took the energy of Rahu and took it to Mercury because it is the dispositor and being there with the moon.
Sorry, I didn't get your full
Rahu
question.
is in Virgo in this chart, and Mercury is there in with the
No,
moon.
I have not used anything of that sort here. I cannot tell you how I did that.
Okay,
I
okay,
need to
okay,
tell
okay.
you about the planets and how do I use planets. I also use planets at the very, very fag end, not at the very start.
I thought you were using the dispositor thing. That's why I asked.
No, I'm
And
not
for
used
luck,
dispositor there.
okay. As for Lagna, you use the bright thing, like it is the brightest, and then you compared it with the eighth house.
Correct. The brighter the Lagna
Okay.
is, the less is the chance of having panicking.
And you checked it for the case of suicide, like how much dark his mind will get.
Correct. Eighth house is darkness.
I mean, you were judging his judgment between right and wrong, decision making ability.
One is, see, a person will be having mental issues when he is more in darkness.
Hmm.
If the eighth is stronger and the first is weaker, then he would feel the darkness more.
Hmm.
See, there are different
Okay.
ways of doing it.
Hmm.
When we come there, right, I will definitely teach you. Otherwise, if you don't apply these on normal people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if you try to apply these on normal people, it will fail.
Okay. I was just trying to break down how you think, nothing else.
I cannot give you the analogy right now because it becomes a class on its own.
Okay, okay. Doesn't matter. I was just clarifying so that I don't misunderstand. Understanding will come with
I
time.
would recommend leave it there. Try to
Hmm.
understand the strength of first and the eighth houses. But you don't know how
Okay.
to understand the strength itself because the strength will change with respect to each thing. With respect to money, the strengths can be different. With respect to the mental strength, the strength can be different. Because a fool can have more money also due to inheritance. You don't know, right?
Yes, yes. True,
Okay.
true.
So these are two different things. Don't think, so moon is weak doesn't mean that the moon cannot bring you money. When you
Hmm.
have some planet at the fag end of Ashwini, Aries, and the very start of Taurus, it can bring you a huge amount of money, especially the cusp of the Lagna. Okay. Or he
Okay.
can be very, very poor on both the sides can be possible. There is
Okay.
struggle for the resources or very good resources available.
Hmm.
So the strength of something will differ with respect to the four purusharthas, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay,
Hmm.
they all will differ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also, sir, do you think combustion will affect the results?
Everything will affect the results, but we are currently dealing with Nakshatra Charanas. Once this is over, maybe
What I'm trying to understand is what if 4 or 5 planets of a chart are combusted?
that's what I'm
Uh,
saying. The problem with the combustion or any of the conjunctions of the planets, right? If I tell you conjunction is bad, you will say, okay, conjunction is bad all across.
hmm.
But you will see conjunctions is could be very good. I mean, somebody could be a very rich man and he still has got a combustion.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you cannot generalize it like that.
Hmm.
Okay, so, because you're not using the lagna, the purpose itself is gone.
So the chart I was looking at
Hmm.
was a Aries Lagna,
Hmm.
and Sun has combusted 5 of the planets. So Sun is in Krittika, second house. I believe in second pada. And Mercury is also in the second pada. And the rest of the planets, even in the Lagan and the second house, and they're all combusted. And Shani is also in Kritika, first pad.
Hmm.
So, how will that affect the person's career or um, how do we say the love life?
Have you joined recently or did you hear to all of my Nakshatra videos?
So, I have listened to 3 or 4 Nakshatra
You
videos.
have not listened enough. Complete all
Yes.
27, your question will be answered automatically.
Okay.
Ustad, you didn't have any questions for today's class? I'm a little surprised.
So I asked about the chart. Actually, I'm confused with Venus. It is a very Venus thing. Jyotir Avastat and Shukram Parastat.
Go ahead and ask
So
the question. What's wrong?
problem, I don't understand Venus. It is very tricky planet, as you said. So I see this Nakshatra Sutra as like the Shukram is the fuel which the nakshatra is using for producing something of
No, you're
Jyoti.
complicating it more. I'm asking you, what is the chart that you have and what is that you're struggling with? Tell me what it
I
is.
am not on my laptop today. I don't haven't sorted the charts on Kritika
Okay.
Nakshatra Charan wise.
I'll give you the logic for you. Okay. Do not miss out the do not miss out the cusp where of that house. Okay. Let's suppose you have, I mean, pick any Lagna. You know the Lagna?
Hmm.
What's the Lagna?
Gemini, let's say.
Okay, Gemini you have. Now you have Kritika in the 12th house, right?
11th. I
Okay, so
remember the chart, but not all the placements. Moon
okay.
Rahu in the Lagna and
No.
Venus.
Listen.
Hmm,
Gemini,
hmm.
the cusp could be in the 12th house. The Kritika's cusp could be in the 12th house. It will change the whole thing.
Yes,
And
yes.
that is more important, not the planet.
That I understood in the last class. You explained it beautifully well, the examples.
Yeah, not the planet. So be careful of the cusp. The cusp can give you completely different picture. You may
Hmm,
keep thinking, oh why is the planet not working? Because planet won't work. The cusp will work more.
hmm.
After all these
Yeah.
have worked, that's when the planet will support the event or it will deny the event. That's all. Planet has not much to do.
So cusp it has to be treated same as the Lagna of that particular house.
Correct.
Okay. Hmm,
Correct.
true.
So if your confusion is there, maybe it's in the cusp or it's in the Rohini. The cusp is moved into Rohini and it's there in the Bharani there. So Bharani can
Hmm,
completely alter the whole stuff.
hmm. And
So
this nakshatra has got a lot of themes associated with partners. I mean,
yes,
either marriage
yeah.
or multiple partners, and overconsumption themes are there. Like the person is not able to handle his ojas. I get that theme a lot. Like the person has a lot of energy, let's say, but he doesn't know what to do with that energy. So most of the times he ends up getting mismanaging, and then later he'll realize.
Not necessarily. It depends on where it is working. Actually, I have seen more talented people because they think they don't have any emotion thing. What is my job? What is my dharma
Hmm,
as a person? They're sticking to it
hmm.
and they're trying to achieve that. They're more. I would say they're more happy because that's what they're looking
They
at.
don't overthink.
They
That's
don't
why they're
overthink.
happy.
Yeah, that's why they're
Mm,
happy.
yes. Yeah,
I've
that
also
I'm
seen
very.
people for some other reasons of the Saturn, Moon, all that stuff mixed up
Mm,
in the thing, and they're very confused. Should I have to go a lot onto the emotional side or onto the practical side? So if
mm,
there is a counter to the Kritika, right? If there is a
mm,
counter in any of the water things, what are the water things? The water is Bharani. Okay, there is water
mm,
in Bharani. There is water
mm.
in Purva Phalguni
Purvashada.
and Purvashada.
Purvashada.
These are the three
Yep.
places where water is. So you have
Mm,
these strong, then it will be a tug of war between the emotion and the practical side.
mm,
Okay, if the
mm.
planets are saying something and if the cusps are saying something, there is a tug of war. So the person is confused:
Oh,
should I be on this side or the other side?
okay.
Then you may not get all the results.
Mm, mm,
Okay.
mm.
This is
Okay.
what you
Now
have,
I.
and that's why I'm saying your Lagna happens to be the most trickiest, most funniest thing which is not visible in the cusps. And you have to make
Mm,
use of all of them and be a little
mm,
patient.
mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm, okay. Okay. It is the same thing. I'm confusing. Like I confused
What I'll
a
tell you
chart
is,
of.
I'll give you the analogy for this. The cusp must have been in the planet is in the Kritika first Charana, and the cusp is in the Bharani. Okay. So there is a push and
Okay.
pull thing.
Oh yeah. True.
Okay.
True.
There is a push and pull thing. There will be two things happening at the same time. Now you have to be very careful of what gives what. Sit down, relax, listen to the lecture once again. Also listen to go back to the rules of the dispositors. Then you will make a very good judgment from the D1 and then go into D9. Maybe eventually we will go into D9 because this is what we will do with these planets. And make use of them in the D9, and then we will know using the dasha, okay, this result is like this because of this thing. Okay. You will still have the same chart, but somehow if the Lagna is moved by a little, everything will change.
Yes.
Okay, everything will change. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, have a look at it. I'm always there to help. Have a look at it. If there is a challenge, bring it to me. Let me also see what the challenge is. So, what was your question or your unclear thing on the Venus thing?
This nakshatra is all about Agni, and it has got all the challenges regarding Venus. It is quite contradictory because the person is supposed to be emotionless, kind of emotionless in this case, because there is too much Agni. But if somehow he's not able to, turn his potential into, invest his energy into talents. He will invest his energy into lust and other lowly things. That's what I was saying.
No. Especially when when the charana starts, where does the charana start? See that it starts in the Sagittarius. Okay, these are moksha. These are samhara padas, moksha padas. There are 3 nakshatras, right? What starts from Aries is the Brahma. Srushti nakshatra. Ashwini is a Srushti nakshatra. Bharani is a Sthiti nakshatra. Srushti, Sthiti, Samhara. This is a Samhara nakshatra.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
So it's trying to end a few things. These are nakshatras which are trying to end things. Cut off things. Right? Your umbilical cord is cut off. You're cut off from the previous world. Whatever you had as memory, the past life, it is cut off now.
Okay.
That is what this is looking at.
This makes some more sense now. Why this nakshatra is a little deficient on water. Emotions.
Yes. This is the Rudra nakshatra. This is a Samhara nakshatra. First is Brahma, full of emotion. Okay. Next is Vishnu. Final is Rudra. People may say Rudra is also emotion, right? Rudra has been crying and all that stuff. But when Samhara is happening, you cannot spare anyone. It's all the same.
True. But this is also an Agni type of Samhara. It is not storms and rain and drowning in the ocean. It is
That's
burning.
why I keep saying planets placed in Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces in the Navamsha sign, they are trouble givers. They cannot make the person sit idle. They will push the person into problems.
Yes.
And if the person is capitalizing on those problems, he'll be successful in making money. Otherwise, he'll keep thinking that, look, I have these problems, I have these problems, I have these problems. He will not come out of those problems. He will keep thinking only around them. So if there is a problem, there is a challenge. The person addresses the challenge, he makes money.
Money in the first pada you mentioned, it's a dhana pada.
Don't go by the names. I never mentioned that will make more money.
Okay. Today I was not present in the whole class. First 2 padas I was a little.
That's why you are a little confused. Go back and hear the whole lecture.
And also I have not written anything today. So I don't have the full gist of the lecture yet.
Okay. Good. Okay. Fine. Any more questions anyone has? Vani had no questions?
Need to understand, sir. It's too much information, right? So we'll take time to process.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll upload these classes. Please go through them. It may say take some time actually for people to actually decipher what the cusp is and what result can come and how the planet can alter it. Okay, when a cusp and a planet are there, then add up these two things and then try to see what it is showing. Okay, and when the dasha comes, I'll tell you how to use these things, and they work like gems. Actually, even I am not using them to the full potential because one is it needs a lot of exercise, and second is you will not have so much of time. If you have to explain each dasha, antardasha, and stuff like that, it takes, I think, even one 24-hour session with a person also, you will still be not out of results. You can still keep talking about the results that will keep coming. Only those that you can highlight for the next 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 years at the maximum is what we will talk about. You can't highlight everything. Good. I think you need a lot of patience for deciphering the padas. Probably you must have understood by now that it's a lot of information. I'm happy that I could hear it. Thank you so much of all of you for joining to the class. I'll upload this very soon. Please have a look, and thank you once again. Taja, you have a question?
I do have several charts with, placements here. However, I did miss most of the class, so
Oh, you missed all the class. Okay, please go through
yes.
just in case you have any. Please ask me in the next session, please.
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.